Hello, Virgo. Welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So, Virgo, you guys get the first official reading, and I have my palette extender is out of my mouth. I do have full braces, so I still am a little bit slobbery, but I can speak a little bit better right now. So yeah, I'm excited to do this reading for you, Virgo. Going into a deck that I haven't used in a long time, and oh my gosh, I remember what it's called because I know someone's going to ask. It's so beautiful. It's really a beautiful deck. I'm going to go into this tarot deck and I'm going to pull out a card that is going to be the overall energy of your reading. And then I'm going to pull out some cards to find out what kind of energy you got like going on right now and what the challenge is with that. I'm going to see what you should focus on, what was going on in your past, what your strength is right now, and what's coming up for you possibly in the future, as well as a surprise from the universe. There is an extended at the end of this as well. So if this reading is resonating for you and you are drawn to the extended, the link is at the top of the description in this video. Your overall energy is coming out fast. You have the Nine of Cups and the Nine of Pentacles. Wow, I really love your energy. The overall energy of this reading is you're finding your own happiness here. And it's almost as if this happiness is giving you the momentum and the fortitude to move forward slowly and carefully and thoughtfully with what it is that you would like to do. I think it's almost like the way this knight is looking towards the Nine of Cups. It's almost as if this is part of your plan to keep this going, to keep your own happiness, your own internal happiness, not allowing anything to kind of change that. And how can you add to that as you move forward? What sort of things can you take on in your life or improve to keep this feeling of happiness, joy, abundance? It's almost how to transform, how to manifest on a level here too, because you're taking these emotions, which is, to me, this is my big manifestation card. When you're the Nine of Cups, you are resonating at the frequency that the universe functions on. So the universe hears you loud and clear with whatever you want. And you're like, okay, yeah, let's make it real. Let's make it three-dimensional here. Let's make it happen. But I'm willing to take the steps that I need to do that. See, I thought my speech would be okay, but every once in a while my tongue thinks, that thing's still there? All right, so I'm going to ask right now what you got going on, what your challenge is, what you should focus on, your past, your strength, your future, and a surprise from the universe. Right now, the Devil. So maybe for some of you, the progression, the slow and steady and wise movement towards the Nine of Cups, you're getting there, but you might not be quite there. The challenge with this is temperance. This is like the angel and the devil. Look at this. This is like Earth Angel and the Earth Devil. So fascinating, Virgo. You are being held by something. There's something going on in your life right now that feels like it's holding you or it's confining you or it has some sort of power over you, or at least over what you would like to do, what kind of choice you would like to make maybe today or tomorrow or in the future. You're being patient. It's just, look at this symbolism here. You see this? I'm going to peek here. You see this woman laying here? She looks so similar to this woman here. In Temperance, the Sagittarius energy. Capricorn and Sagittarius too, like a cusp. Like you're on the cusp of something. Maybe of switching that over. Like being patient, having to bide your time. So focus on the Ten of Wands. There's something that's heavy here that you've got to release. Maybe it's some sort of responsibility and you can't just let it go full right and outright. You got to do it really slowly and carefully and thoughtfully. Or it's just a burden that you have to focus on and carry at this moment right now. It's probably got something to do with the Devil. Your past was the Six of Swords. So going in a new direction here. You got taken away from something or you started going in a direction that you weren't going in before. Is this direction what is taking you now to the Devil? Were you sort of working? Are you working through this? this Nine of Cups is really high frequency energy, feeling really, really good, getting there slowly but surely. I'm going to achieve this. It's going to happen. Is this one of the, because this is not missing any steps along the way with the Knight of Pentacles. It's looking after all the little things in life that you have to look after. And that might be situations that take you down certain avenues and certain roads where you got to do this week. This is what we got to deal with. Okay, let's do it. Let's look after it. I still see my goal here. Wait, right? You focus your past. I was going to say, this is your strength. Oh, your strength. See, it is the cups. It's like having this full control over your feelings and your emotions. Having full control over your feelings and emotions is your strength. There might even be something physically going on. There's something that's out of your control that you can't change, and you're sort of held to it at this time. I keep wanting to switch it. There must be something about that. So being patient. The challenge is the Devil. It's almost like the cards, when I pick them up, they make me do that. Like being patient is what you're doing right now. And the challenge is something that's confining you. That's how it came out the first time. Either way you look at it, you can say the Devil is what's going on right now, something confining you, and the challenge is to be patient. Your future. Oh, you have the Eight of Swords. Still feeling held back. You know what? Things are kind of weird right now all over the world. In certain places, some are harder than others. There's a lot going on. And it's, you got to see how this resonates. Even for some of you, you could be physically held back right now. You could be going through the third wave, your second wave, whatever wave, tsunami, tidal wave, whatever you want to call them. And in a sense, it's just, you shouldn't go out right now, or you're just keeping yourself tight to where you are. And some of you may be finding like more freedom of movement, but there still might be something that isn't available to you. Or you're at least in your head enough about, when you feel like you've been held back for so long, and then all of a sudden you're free and you can go, and you just think to yourself, oh, that must be a trap. That can't be right. There's no way. Have you ever seen where they release an animal that's been in the circus or a zoo for a long time and never seen any grass? And they take this animal and they free it in some sort of sanctuary. And it's hesitant to leave the cage. And it'll just, not all the time, but sometimes it's kind of hesitant. Like, I don't know about this. This seems like too much freedom of choice here. So in the future, you could actually have some freedom, but you're still holding yourself back. So what is the surprise from the universe? Is the Ace of Cups. You are going to have a new beginning here, but it's not going to have anything to do with your emotions, with your thoughts, because you've got the Eight of Swords and the Six of Swords. So this is this could be a change in your perspective. The universe has presented something to you and you're changing your perspective. And then you're in your mind, I can't do this. The gate's been open, but it seems too scary. Or I just shouldn't do it right now. Like there's some aspect of you holding yourself back in the future. And then the burdens, like the Devil and the Ten of Wands. Again, it's not necessarily about emotion, but it could be about responsibility and commitment to things that you can't get away from. Your new beginning, the surprise from the universe is a new beginning, but it's about emotions, emotional new beginning. Well, maybe that's what's taking you to your Nine of Cups as you're slowly, progressively getting there, working through this stuff. What's at the bottom? The High Priestess, the Seven of Cups. See, there's some sort of mystery or unknown that you're trying to navigate and understand. And it feels like, like the answers are held back in this book. She doesn't have that book open, does she? In this card, the book is closed, like something is closed off to you. Or you're feeling closed off to something. Let's clarify. first thing we're going to clarify is the devil. What you got with this devil? What's the devil doing for you right now? What's happening with the devil? That's keeping you, oh gosh. The devil, like completely, the Hanged Man and the Ten of Swords. Keeping you you feel very held back, and it feels like it's defeating you. It's pretty hard. It feels like a hard ending. Like it's a very hard ending, and you can't do anything but watch. You can't do anything but watch here. What is temperance is your challenge? Is being patient, hoping that things work out properly here. Temperance is your challenge. Gosh, the King of Swords and the Seven of Wands. It doesn't even feel like it's really defensive energy. It's defensive, it's defiant. It's pretty clear. This could be someone that you're dealing with. Dealing with something here, either a specific person or a situation. Okay, it does feel like temperance represents something else. Who is this temperance? What is this temperance specifically? Oh my gosh, I think it is a person. Did you see how those cards landed? So this card landed right here on the Knight of Pentacles, which is what you're slowly working towards. And it's the Six of Cups. So it could also be about like really coming to inner peace with your inner child. But then the Page of Cups, wanting to communicate, make an offer. Like it's really cute that these both came out at the same time and they're both sort of doing the same thing. You're being held back from something that feels very nurturing, very sweet and innocent. There's a really toxic level of energy that's around it, or that's stopping you from going anywhere near it. So the Ten of Wands. The Ten of Wands is the Lovers. A choice. Again, things are jumping out and landing on. Now we have the Justice card and the Lovers. The Lovers landed on the Devil. That in itself is funny because that just, to me, it feels like a lot of like really lusty desire energy, but about making choice too. The Lovers card, its real original meaning is about the choices that we make, and it can be choices in partnerships and friendships. So being held back, all you can do is watch here. It's like you're not allowed to participate currently. And Justice with the Knight of Pentacles. This heavy burden, it feels like it's affecting the choices that you can make, your focus on right now, and finding justice for yourself. But it's almost, I really feel like you, for whatever reason, you can't make this movement for yourself. What's this Knight of Pentacles here? What does feel like happiness? Let's find that out for you. What is this Nine of Cups? What is this happiness here? Look at the Six of Swords and the Queen of Swords. So now we have the King and Queen of Swords here. So it's a counterpart energy for sure. It's also finding your yin and your yang, having your balance here. There's a lot of sort of balance and partnership energy that's coming out here. We have the Lovers, there's your choice, choices in partnership, choices sort of like a yin and a yang, and then you have the Justice card. There is karmic balance, energetic balance, contract balance, rights being made wrong and wrongs being corrected. The King and Queen of Swords, and there's your Six of Swords. In the past, like you were moving towards this. You're making progress towards what this was for you. Okay, the Queen of Swords and the Six of Swords is like your happiness. It's an intellectual clarity. It's clarity of the mind, freedom of movement. The Knight of Pentacles. Oh, see, you want to turn that into the Nine of Cups. It's a slow and steady progress. Picking up every pebble along the way that could trip you up and removing it. All those little aspects of being successful with a long-term plan so that you can move forward freer of heart, freer of movement, freer in your movement. in the past you had the Six of Swords. So you kind of like you had that. And then it kind of got squashed away. Look at that, the Five of Pentacles. You don't have it now. You're not able to move the way that you were in the past. And it landed on the Devil. The Devil is making you feel left out in the cold. This is pretty painful. It's like an ending and all you can do is watch. There's nothing else that you can do. The King of Cups is your strength. So let's look at this. Is it certainly a level of dignity and maturity, emotional stability here. Keep your emotional stability as well as you can. The King of Cups. The Four of Cups. And everything keeps landing on this Devil. It's just like a magnet pulling those cards in. The Four of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, and the Page of Pentacles. Your strength is trying to be strong here, where something feels like it's a missed opportunity, and it's a huge level of loss with the Ten of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. It could be a home, it could be a child, it could be a place of work, it could be a place where you're able to exchange knowledge and information with other people and work on a really abundant and creative level with others or with a person. But this is your strength, being the King of Cups. Not necessarily burying your emotions, but just maintaining control. That seems to be the strength for you. Your mind feels like it's a little bit knotted up, and whatever's playing with you, or this energy that seems to be kind of playing and taunting and controlling you. But your emotions, the more you really pull into your stability with your emotions, focus on that. That's your strength. The challenge is temperance, and that can be about controlling and balancing your emotional state as well. In the future, the Eight of Swords. The Eight of Swords in the future. There's only one card that seems, well, we got two. You see something. You see something that you really want. It feels like it connects to you on a deep level. It feels soulmate level. It feels yin and yang, balance, energetically, cosmically, journey in life too with the Knight of Pentacles. But there's some sort of a conflict here that's just preventing it from happening. I want to say, you know, I've been having difficulty pulling cards lately to get very far into the future for anything or anyone, it seems like. I don't know if that's just like something that's going on for me, or it's sort of like some sort of a cosmic or energetic shift with the planetary energies, or it's just the collective in general. So like, don't get too freaked out. Like, this is your life for the next month or two. It could be short term. It may not be. Let me see what I can get on this. Like, what comes in after this Eight of Swords? The Five of Swords. So there's something that's going to be walked away from, some sort of ending. I'm not going to go in too deep because I feel like it's almost as if things are unwritten. It feels like things are unwritten on some level here. For the collective even. This is a surprise from the universe. It's a really nice surprise, isn't it, after all the other stuff? So the Ace of Cups. The Ace of Cups. Hang on to those deeper emotions. Don't let them float away. Oh, look at that. The Ten of Wands into the Six of Wands. There you are right now. Focus on this Ten of Wands. There's something that to help correct it, it's about making choices and making just and honest and true and fair choices right now for yourself and everyone. That also means don't make choices that put you on the back burner, because that's not fair. That's not true justice energy. Because there's a brighter day down the road somewhere. And these burdens get turned into this. There's a bunch of stuff that gets left behind so that you can walk successfully into success and feel fulfilled and jubilant about your day and where you're going with it. I don't feel like I'm done here. The Three of Pentacles and the Knight of Swords and the Empress and Temperance and Death card are at the bottom. Yeah, there's so, you know, it does feel like for some of you. And two, because we're getting like this Page of Pentacles, the Three of Pentacles, the Ten of Pentacles. It could be like in a lot of places too, like the schools are closed down, so you might just be having, you just can't connect with your friends the way you would like to, or people where you would like to work, where you worked, where you share your energy, where you collaborate with others. You've got the Empress and Temperance. That's really beautiful energy that sits behind it. You want to charge towards this. It's like you just feel like there's so much beauty, happiness and balance, cohesion that exists beyond what it is that you're trying to get to. You want a rebirth with the Death card. But what I want to look at first and quickly is the High Priestess and the Seven of Cups. She keeps this book closed. What did I just say too? It's like I feel like I can't look very far into the future right now. As a reader myself, I feel like it's just really limited. And she's got the book closed. The Seven of Cups and the High Priestess. The Seven of Swords. It's sneaky energy, isn't it? It's sneaky, it's deceptive, it's, oh, jeez, holding stuff back. And it's your Two of Cups on the other side of that. Seven of Swords, Nine of Wands, Four of Pentacles, and the Two of Cups. It sneaks away in the night with information, with possibilities. It leaves you feeling exhausted, like there's no other direction forward. You're kind of stuck in this, just looking after whatever it is you have to look after in the day-to-day. And then there's that emotional fulfillment, connection. And where do we end now here? Now we end with the Two of Swords. The Two of Swords, it's almost like you don't have all the information that you would like to have to be able to move forward and make a choice or a decision. Oh, Virgo. I feel like we're getting into heavy energy lately. But you know what? It is what it is. We can't deny things that are going on in different parts of the world and different aspects of people's lives as well. So it's going to show up in the cards. Take what resonates. Also, for some people, like there's a scale, how intense it is and how, you know, minimal it might be for some of you. I'm going to go do the extended, and I'll probably pull out an oracle card or two. And as usual, like look at guidance for you as well as possible future outcomes too. So thank you so much, Virgo. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.